Guys, have you ever wondered how computers store and manage large amounts of data? Well, arrays are a key tool in doing just that. Well, hello everyone. In this video, we're going to dive into the world of arrays. We'll be focusing on the simple yet fundamental concept, that is, inputting numbers into an array. Ready to learn? Let's get started. In the first project that I will show you, it's just a simple project that we use it to input numbers into an array. I will explain to you the structure of coding that we use in this project. That is, the first one is header inclusion. That is, hashtag include iostream. This line is includes the iostream header file, which provides input and output functionalities in C++. The second one is using namespace std. This line allows you to use standard C++ namespace like cout and cin without having a prefix them with std double semicolon. And then we have the main function that declared with ent main. This is the main function where the program execution is begins. And then we have the variable declaration that is integer ukuran equal to 9. This line is declared an integer variable named ukuran and initialize it with the value 9, and then this variable will be used to determine the size of the array. And then we have integer bilangan. This line is declared an integer array named bilangan with a size specified by the ukuran variable. Arrays are used to store multiple values of the same data type. And then we move to input loop. In here, there are three kind of lines that we use in the input loop section. That is, for integer e equal to 0, e is less than 2 ukuran, and then e post increment. This for loop iterates ukuran times starting for e equal to 0 up to e equal to ukuran minus 1. And then we have cout masukkan angka ke less than e plus 1 less than less than semicolon. This line is prompts to the user to enter a number, and then we input a number in the next line when it reads the input number from the user and stores it in the e element of the variable bilangan array. And then we have the output. To print out the output, we use cout uh, in the line cout less than nilai yang dimasukkan. This line is prints a new line and a message indicating that the following numbers are the values entered by the users. And then we have the for line. This for loop iterates through the bilangan arrays and prints each element. And last we have return 0, that a line that indicates that the program has executed successfully. And then when we what is it? When we run and run this program, we click the F11, and then it will show us like this. In here, there will be an instruction to input 9 numbers, that is from masukkan angka ke 1 until masukkan angka ke 9. In here, I input for the first number is 2, for the second number is 0, and until the 9 numbers is 4. And at the last, we will see the print output of the all numbers that we input. That is nilai yang dimasukkan I inputted my student ID, that is 2024 22044. In the first project, we just do it like that. And then for the next project, actually is uh, what we say that it's just the same as the first project, but the differences is at the end of the program, we will uh, summarize the all input that we inputted into the project. Just like before, I'll break down the structures of the code for you. That is, the first one is header inclusion. Yeah, just like before, is hashtag include iStream. This line is include this iOStream header file, which provides input and output functionalities in C++. It allows you to use cin for input and cout for output. And then we have namespace, that is using namespace std. These lines is allow us to use namespace from this std namespace, such as cout and cin, directly without having specified std double semicolon before them. And then we have the main function that declared by integer main. This is the entry point of every program in C++. And then variable declaration. We have in we have integer ukuran equal to 10. This line is declares an integer variable named ukuran and initialize it with the value of 10. This variable will be used to determine the size of array. And then for the array, we declare an integer array named angka with a size of 10 elements because it declares ukuran when by this case ukuran is equal to 10. So we declare an integer array named angka with a size of 10 elements. And then an array is a collection of elements of the same data type stored in a contiguous memory location. And then in the next line, we have integer jumlah equal to 0. This line is declares an integer variable named jumlah and initialize it to 0. This variable will be used to store the sum of all elements in the array. Next, we move to input loop section. Uh, for the int e equal to 0, e is less than ukuran e post increment. These for loops iterates 10 times, starting from e equal to 0 up to e equal to 9. And then we will uh, we will move to row, that is next line, that is prompts the user to enter a number. The e plus 1 is used to display the number of the input. For example, like masukkan angka ke 1 for the first number. And then we move to and then we have cin. This line is the read input number from the user and stores it in the each element of the angka array. And then we have the summation. First, we declare that jumlah is plus equal to angka e. This line is at the current element of the array to the jumlah variable. This is done for each element in the array, effectively calculating the sum of all elements. And then for the output, we print out it with the cout. This line is prints the calculated sum to the console. And then for the last, we have return 0, the lines that indicates that the program has executed successfully. And when we run this program, the result will show us like this. First, there is an instruction that tells the user to input 10 kinds of numbers. In here, I input my student ID, and for the last digit, I input the last digit of my birthday. So that is 2024, 3, and then in the next line, the program will show us the summation of uh, 10 kind of numbers that we already input in the first line. So the summation of 2 plus 0 to plus 2 plus 4 plus 3 plus 2 plus 0 plus 4 plus 4 plus 3 are 24. So the jumlah element is equal to 24. So yeah, that's all from me for today practical report. Uh, yeah, I hope you enjoy my video, and thank you for watching.